Well, good morning, pharmacy aficionados. Welcome back again to www.salessystem.com.au. My name's Glenn Guilfoyle and I head up the specialist pharmacy services group called The Next Level. And we come to you each month. In fact, this will be the last month this year with a hopefully thoughtful, provocative and interesting tidbit across a whole range of subtopics related to the overarching topic of fostering and nurturing your total hosting and complete solutions service model for your health customers at the dispensary. And this month I'd like to come to you with a little bit of a warning of sorts in terms of the way you or the press even interpret the plethora of customer satisfaction surveys that you can read and find dotted throughout the industry press right throughout the year. And in line with that, a recent edition of Forefront featured the Guild's most recent version of the Customer Experience Index, CEI. And the particular article in question found that 98% of customers said that the pharmacy staff respected their privacy. 97% agreed that pharmacy staff understood their health conditions. 93% of customers agreed that the pharmacy staff ensured that the non-prescription medication in question was safe for them to use. 95% said that the staff provided relevant information for their health needs, and 96% said that the pharmacy staff asked questions and offered assistance in relation to clarifying their needs. So, of course, the Guild's CEI index, as I've alluded to, is one of a plethora of such barometers that you can read throughout the trade journals. Interestingly enough, regardless of the different types of surveys, the different methodologies used, the different data captured, interestingly enough, they all seem to possess a certain consistency of results. And that is, as we've seen in this recent CEI index, results in the mid, sometimes even the high 90s, indicating a high customer satisfaction score for the retail pharmacy industry Australia. Yet, data collected by the independent group, The Next Level, over 250 independent and objective studies of the customer's experience and the workflow at the dispensary, measuring a host of things related to customer engagement effectiveness and script processing efficiency, tend to paint an alternative picture. Average customer dwell time from the statistics from these studies is sitting at 4 minutes and 50 seconds for script customers and 2 minutes and 12 seconds for OTC customers. Now, only 48% of the script customer dwell time is spent engaged with the staff, 79% the case for OTC customers. Of this 4 minutes and 50 seconds, or the 48% for script customers, 2 minutes and 19 seconds is spent actually engaging the customer. And of this 2 minutes and 19 seconds, 2 minutes and 8 seconds is actually invested in conversation or engagement that is around reacting and responding to the customer's needs on demonstrable customer expectation, leaving only 11 seconds or 8% of that time for the staff member to preempt or proact in leading the conversation to exceed the customer expectation. And in fact, 3 seconds of that 11 seconds on average is specifically dedicated to proactively attempt to sell an add-on in support of an appropriate, more complete solution. Over at the OTC counter, of the 1 minute and 44 seconds of customer engagement, only 16 seconds, 15%, features preempting, proacting and exceeding expectations as conversationally led by the staff member. and 6 seconds of this 16 seconds on average is specifically dedicated to proactively attempt to sell an add-on in support of a more complete solution above and beyond the customer's needs and expectations. So, what industry averages do we see as a result of this dominant react-respond mode in terms of conversing with health customers? 29 S3, S2 or unscheduled health, non-script health products are added on as an industry average for every 100 script customers. In other words, nearly or roughly 3 out of 4 every script customer visits, the customer actually leaves with nothing more added on than what the doctor prescribed as per the script. At the OTC counter, 118, again, non-script S3, S2 and unscheduled health products go back out with every 100 OTC customer visits. Little more than a 1-to-1 ratio when it comes to health products for the non-script health customer. Conversely, what do we see in the upper quintile performers by the same metrics? At least 16 seconds proactively educating and attempting to add on a tailored, more complete solution for the script customer for the upper quintile compared to the 11-second average. And this yields at least 42 add-ons per 100 such customers, which can go as high as 100 add-ons in the upper quintile compared to the 29 we see as an average. Over at OTC, at least 27 seconds proactively educating and attempting to add on a tailored, more complete solution for the OTC customer. And this yields at least 131 non-script health items per basket, which can go as high as 180 compared to the 118 average I mentioned before. But for these results to happen, we see right people, i.e. white coats, in the right place, i.e. the serving counter, script in, script out, OTC, not over the back processing, at the right time. And when I say right time, not the current reality that this same body of data tells us, and that is that with 57% frequency, the pharmacist is actually 1, sometimes 2 counters or benches away from the customer conversationally and busy over the back doing the majority of the processing. Too high. 61% of scripts are handed back by the pharmacist. Too low. 45% of OTC customers are served by the pharmacist. Too low. And finally, in my theme, right people in the right place at the right time, they must be doing the right things to achieve these upper quintile results. Not the current reality, which shows that only with 45% frequency is a customer receiving their script at script out, receiving even the basic minimum proactive meds counsel, advice on how to take the medicine safely and how to take it effectively. So, how do we reconcile the fantastic customer satisfaction scores we often see with reports in the press like the recent CEI against these perhaps somewhat confronting scores produced via independent workflow and customer engagement analysis across a very healthy cross-section of the industry? It's all to do with conditioning. For decades, the Australian retail pharmacy consumer has been conditioned that the staff activity and behavioural scores exemplified by the stats that I've just shared with you equate to very high customer satisfaction, as evinced in the CEI. There are simply not enough pharmacies doing it fundamentally different to create a critical mass to differentiate and recondition the customer across the board. Now, my final point is that disruptors love this sort of disconnect because they come into a mature market and show customers a new way, thereby highlighting the disconnect between mediocre service, which had previously been associated with high customer satisfaction due to long-standing conditioning and paradigms in which the customers have grown to accept. A Chemist Warehouse and others have successfully executed this kind of disruption based on price. Who will do it on service? And when? I hope you found that interesting, and don't forget we're only a phone call away should you like to extend that conversation or tailor it to your pharmacy. I'm Glenn Guilfoyle from The Next Level, and would look forward to coming back and picking up on these monthly YouTubes in 2017. All the best. Bye for now.